We are back, my friends. 8:43 now on your Saturday morning. Plant a tree, use paper instead of plastic, reusable cups, all things that we can change in our daily lives that are going to help the planet. Of course, Earth Day is April 22nd, and Chris Kerston with Land to Market is joining us this morning to explain the importance of soil health and regenerative farming. Chris, good morning to you, my friend. Thank you so much for being up early with us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So, Chris, I'm just going to ask this question that maybe I should just already know the answer to, but I'm only going to learn if I'm willing to embarrass myself with a simple question. What is regenerative farming in the first place?
Yeah, regenerative is all about the notion of going beyond sustainability and making our environment better in the way that we grow the products that go into our food and clothing.
Okay, gotcha. So how does this all play into it? Can anybody at home that is interested in learning more about this or they want to take this on themselves, what are ways we can get involved with that?
There's all sorts of things that folks can do celebrating Earth Day. There's amazing documentaries out. There's some great ones on Netflix. Kiss the Ground is one I highly recommend. There's also a great one called To Which We Belong. Of course, people can always support local NGOs. We have a great one out in the Front Range, a global organization, the Savory Institute. You can get out on the land. There's all sorts of public space that people can go out and just educate themselves. There's all sorts of field days and events. But really what we wanted to focus on was empowering consumers to make better choices. The biggest impact that shoppers have, or the average folks have, is in their purchases. How they buy their food and clothing is how we engage with the environment as society. And so we wanted to develop a way that people could buy food and clothes and know that it was grown in a way that healed the land, that it was regenerating land, to your first question there. And so we launched Land to Market. It's a verification. It's a seal, a little bug, a little logo that goes on the front of packages and on clothing. And it tells the shopper that this product is healing the environment in the way that it was produced and how it was grown. And we wanted consumers to be able to know that and engage with that. So we have over 1,000 products in the marketplace. We're a relatively new program, but we've had great success. Over 70 brands have partnered with us on projects all around the world, and over 1,000 products in the marketplace that you'll see that little seal, that logo on the package on products now.
Okay, I love that so much. I'm kind of geeking out a bit. I've been watching all those nature documentaries that you were talking about. Nusha has to hear me talk about it next to her all morning long. I'm curious to know, though, what that actually means, though, if I buy a product with that seal on it that you're talking about. How do I know that it's something that made the earth a little bit healthier? What do you mean when you say that?
Yeah, so we wanted to use the power of science and create a food and fiber democracy where people could literally vote with their dollar. They could have real information backed by a third party that says this land base is healing, that grew your food or grew the fiber for your clothing. And so we developed a scientific protocol called Ecological Outcome Verification that goes out and measures things like soil health, sequestered carbon, water, biodiversity, ecosystem function as a whole. We wanted to go and measure an aggregate of environmental health and do all that wonky, nerdy stuff behind the scenes. So then when people see that logo, they can know, okay, there are scientists that have backed this up. There's trained monitors, there's real world data. And we use that real world data to help farmers and ranchers around the world optimize their management, because now they're getting a dashboard of what's happening on their land from an environmental impact standpoint, and they can pivot their strategies and increase those environmental benefits as they continue to optimize that stewardship.
All right, cool. I love that. So anybody, Chris, that is interested in learning more, where can they go to learn more about Land to Market?
Yeah, go to landtomarket.com. You can see a whole plethora of products that are available that are already participating in this. And like I said, over 70 brands that have products in process as well that are also doing this with exciting things to come across food, clothing, and some wellness products as well.
All right, very cool. Chris, thank you so much. Chris Kerston's with Land to Market. We very much appreciate your time. We want to go ahead and get